If anyone ever asks if I'm autistic, just tell them yes, because there's a lot of Hot Wheels on the floor. Where to start? That is the question. Tell you what, we'll start over here, because these ones are the ones I have gotten most recently. So these ones here, they're not actually that new, as you can tell by the boxes. They've just been sort of sat on the shelf in the unit. We've got an R32 GTR, which is quite nice. We have an RX-7 and a Civic, and then inside the box we have a 300ZX. Now these cars and one from that pile I'm going to use in like a little diorama thing. I want to try making one, so that's going to be a YouTube video coming soon. But just because the boxes are destroyed on these, I'm going to take them out of the boxes and make something cool out of them. Now the other car I mentioned is this. I have no idea what it is. It just looks Japanese. It's a very Japanese themed box. So this, once again, has got damaged packaging and everything. So this will be coming out and going into the diorama. So there's 5 cars there. I might add more. I don't know how big I'm going to do it yet. So then moving on to the other recent purchases, we've got this Ford GT, just race car. It looks quite cool, doesn't it? I just sort of see them and it's like, oh, I've not got that one, I'll get that one. Then we've also got this Lamborghini Huracan Super Trofeo, which is all the Super Trofeo stuff that Lamborghini put out is just gorgeous. So I had to pick that up. And then of course we've got oh, it's got a cracked box. No, it's okay. I have like more MX-5s somewhere. I don't know where. I just know there's 2 orange ones of the exact same car. And then we have this tuned Pagani Zonda Cinque, however you say it. It's just cool, isn't it? It's a tiny little Pagani, and I do have like 5 other Paganis. And then, as we know, I love Alphas, so pick this little thing up. This actually looks like it could be like a fun little pocket rocket. Imagine just bombing around some B-roads in that. I actually need to see how much these are, because that is very cool. Now, the recent purchases have been cleared up. We'll get into the drawers later. As you can see, there's quite some depth to that, and it's full to the brim, and that one's just a load of special cars. So we'll move on to this case here. This is kind of just stuff that I've collected up from my childhood that started the Hot Wheels obsession, and it's just filled with so much random stuff. So I'll pick out some of the cool cars and show them to you guys. So I've picked some cars out here. As you might tell, there's a lot of American influence. They're all like Chargers, Challengers, there's Mustangs, Vipers, Bel Air back there. There's a lot of American influence, and that's because my dad is very much into American cars. So, and well, Land Rovers, because he has one. So that influenced a lot of my Hot Wheels buying when I was younger. So, like, yeah, there's a Supra there. There's an Evo. There's a DB5, E4, is that an E46? I own one of those. That's actually crazy. I actually own one of those now in a blue, which is not too dissimilar. That is quite cool. Anyway, like a Jag XJS, but then Camaro, Chevelle, some NASCAR. What even is that? That's another Chevelle. Porsche, some Hot Rod, Camaro, El Camino, Celine S7, whatever that is. That looks like a Plymouth. But you can just see the amount of American cars in here is quite crazy. And of course, as you can tell, there's still like hundreds in this tiny little suitcase, which I've had since a child. Right now, I guess we'll start on this big box here. There's like probably close to 100 cars just in this drawer alone. Right, so layer 1 of 3 has been taken out of the box. Now, you'll notice that there's still a lot of dad influence here. And it's just, obviously, he's not helping me buy these cars now, but he's had the influence from when I was younger, so I've still shown interest. So, starting off, just a Pontiac Firebird, then Plymouth GTX, bit of Japanese there, Datsun Bluebird, Nissan Maxima, Nissan Leaf, which, why couldn't they make this a car in real life? That's so cool. And then, of course, Land Rover 1, Land Rover 2. We love that. Moving down, we have a pink and a purple Dodge Challenger. You love to see it. What else do we have? We have Charger 69 Charger, 68 Dart. I love Dodge Darts. I think they're so cool. Plymouth Barracuda is practically a Dodge, isn't it? And then another Pontiac Firebird to match the blue one up there. We've just got some old Dodge Ram kind of thing, Dodge pickup, I don't know. A couple Vipers and a Dodge Ram 1500. I'm going to put a flash on because it focuses so much better. So we've got an El Camino, another one, even though we've got one over there. Another Camaro. Two of the same Corvette for some reason. Camaro convertible and a Chevelle SS wagon. Now, there's still some more American, don't worry. So we've got this Chevrolet Silverado, this Corvette C706. They are lovely. I really want to drive on one day. 76 Chevelle, McLaren W1, and two Solus GTs. This is getting a bit more British here, as you can see. We've got the Land Rovers as well. We've got two Bentley Continental GT3s, both in different colours, obviously gold and silver. We've got an Aston Martin Vantage GTE, a Lotus Emira, and a McLaren Elva. I believe there's more McLarens somewhere, but I don't remember where. Now on to layer 2. There's even more cars in this layer. So, moving over here. Now, this is a bit more to my taste, but not quite to my taste as that box. So, we'll get through these, get through those. We have more cars in there, which are in better condition than the ones in the suitcase, but they are out of boxes. So, anyway, moving on. We have an R33 GTR. I found this in an airport in Germany, along with a bright pink 240Z, which is pretty cool if you ask me. Two Subaru Imprezas, because why not? And then a tiny RX-3. And of course, we've got the legendary Mazda 787B Le Mans winner, Mazda Cosmo Sport. I think they're gorgeous. I think they're one of the best looking sort of classic cars from the 60s period, alongside with the 240, of course. We've got an RX-7 FC3S, Mazda Repu, which I'm still yet to see one in real life. And of course, we've got the two MX-5s to match the green one, which is somewhere. Toyota Land Cruiser, Volkswagen pickup. Now, it's quite cool, but I don't know if it's really my taste. I know tons of people love those. 2020 GR Supra with some form of wide body kit on it. Paul Walker's Supra from Fast and Furious, just in the tuned form. This Toyota van, which looks sick, by the way. I am contemplating taking this out of the box and putting that in the diorama. And of course, we've got an 82 Supra as well. Moving up here, we have a tuned Porsche 911 964 variant, a 928 Safari, a 911 Carrera T, 71 911, and two Carrera RSs in different colours. Even though they're the exact same moulding, and they're different colours, so it's all right. And you'll see the same applies in a minute. Bolide de dérapage. I'm guessing that's French. If not, I'm going to get shot. But of course, another Volvo drift car. Rimac Nevera. I hate electric cars, but I just bought it because I didn't have it. Two Zonda R's, and then two Koenigsegg Gameras for some reason. And then three Pajero Evolutions. We've got one sparkly orange one, a red one, and a white one. Mercedes 500e. Absolutely gorgeous car. But even more gorgeous than that, a 560. Now the final layer we're leaving in the box just to save me taking it out. Because of course, at the end of this video, I'm going to have to put it all back away. So looking over here first, we've got an M4 race car in the corner, a 2002, which my dad also used to own one of those, 635 CSI next to it, and then an 86/BRZ, another Super Trofeo Huracan, an Aventador P1, Aston Martin Vantage, I believe, Camaro Z28, Shelby GT350. No clue what that is next to it. I can't even tell. We're going to take it out and have a look. What is it? We are looking at a... It doesn't even tell me. Oh, that's a Pontiac. And then Corvette. Another Corvette ZR1. Is that... No, that's a C6R. Another Ford GT. Carrera GT. Zonda F. And two little minis. We've got the Renault Sports RS01, very cool car. Ferrari F40 Competizione in yellow. This really nice and really cool Jag XJC. There's something about old Jags, especially the two-door ones, which is lovely. And then Jaguar Mark 1. I prefer the Mark 2s, but nevertheless, a cool car. We've got this lovely Ford Escort. Arguably, it should have the whale tail on it, but it doesn't, so that's rather unfortunate. Then we have this HKS Ranger Raptor. Yep, we've got two of them for some reason. And then this beautiful Sierra Cosworth. Now, that is perfect with the whale tail on it. If the Escort had a whale tail on it, I'd prefer that. But this car just... And it wasn't purple, but that just looks so good. Then for some reason, two RS2000s, as you do. A GT40 and a Shelby Daytona Coupe. Then we have two Falcon Mustangs. We have a 69 and an 07. 69, funny number. Then Shelby GT350R, F-150 Lightning Custom in two different colourways, and a 32 Ford. Here we've got some Hondas, a Civic Type R with a Japanese police livery, a Honda Civic hatchback from the 70s, one of the early ones, Honda Civic Si. I saw this in the shop and it's honestly one of my favourite mouldings. I just think the amount of detail on the actual car is crazy. And then, of course, CRX. Two more CRX in the same colour. And then the Audis are so cool that they do. So they've got this Avant RS2. I believe I've got a purple one of these in the unit, or like a burgundy. Now, the actual race car, yes, there's two of the same again. But this Audi 90 looks absolutely gorgeous in that livery. The livery Hot Wheels cars are so cool. Another 90 Quattro in red. So we've got red and blue. And then we've got this 84 Sport Quattro. And these like turbofan design wheels on the cars just look so good. Now, they do use them on quite a few. I don't know how many are in this box on turbofans. I believe... Oh, no, there's some there. There's some there. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But they just look so cool. And then, of course, that variant in white. Hot Wheels know how to make a good car, I'll tell you that. Now, of course, that is almost all the cars covered. And now we're moving on to my favourite box. These are either just sets or my favourite cars that I've collected over the few years I've been collecting Hot Wheels. I've not got loads, obviously. At the end of the day, if I see one I like, I'll buy it. But I'm not going out hunting for these just for like the sole purpose of it. So starting with the set, I've just got this 3-pack which I got from a German airport. I believe that's a Chevrolet C10. Is that a Chevy? It might be a Dodge, not too sure. A Huracan and a Lightning F-150. Now, of course, we had to pick up the Fast and Furious pack with the DB5, the Chevelle, the Mustang, the Supra, and the Charger. Pretty iconic pack. These sell for like 40 quid, and I think I got it for about a £5. Now, this is where things get interesting. So, we'll start with this Neon Speeders Silvia S13. I presume it maybe glows in the dark. I'm not sure. I just have it because it's an S13 and it's cool. So we shall put that down there because all the good stuff is on this layer. So we'll start with the common cars and then just move to the more desirable ones. So starting off, we have this 2023 Nissan Z, the 400Z. I know it's not a 400Z, it's just a fair lady. But a very nice car. I don't know if I'd ever own one. Just at the end of the day, they're not that great. And I've got a 300ZX, and I'd take a 370 over that anyway. So then we have this Skyline, just a R30. I say just an R30. It's a very cool car. And we do also have one of those in purple. It's just such a cool colour and such a cool car. Now, two of my favourite cars here. We have this gold Silvia S15 Liberty Walk Silhouette. Now, I just saw this car and it was amazing. And of course, I've got one in black. You can get one in white, like the original livery with yellow on it. But these are just such a cool casting, and the detail on it is just insane. And of course, we have this Liberty Walk Silhouette R35. Now, you know, I love my Alphas, so we've got two GTV6s here. It's just, once again, such a cool looking car, that sort of retro era that you can't really beat, with the turbo fans on it as well, liveried. They're just such a cool car. And of course, we have this Integra GSR DC2 shape, I believe, part of the Fast and Furious set. And we also have 3 other cars from the Fast and Furious. Is that Fast and Furious? No, that's not, but these 2 are. So we have an EG Civic, really nice, like sparkly green paint. Once again, a lot of detail on this. They do like to put a lot of detail on their Hondas. We have this 240, which he's got a big old snail under the bonnet. But other than that, oh no, they've managed to paint the rear lights. So that is quite a cool car if you ask me. And once again, the detail there on the DC2, you can see it really quite nice. Of course, we had to pick up the Hakko. Once again, a very cool casting with a lot of detail on it. I'm not the biggest fan of the colour, but the box is very cool in itself, of course. You've just got the cherry blossoms, and it's just a really nice collectible car to have. Then we shall have a look at these. Of course, I had to get the E46 GTR because, of course, we've got one. That's the final goal for my E46. I'm not sure whether I'd do it that livery or not, but we'll work something out. We have the 320 Group 5. Once again, a very nice car. Of course, another car I own, which, no, we're not going all race spec on it. The Nissan 300 ZX. This is the Le Mans car. This car actually won the Le Mans with just a big Nissan lorry, which, fair enough. But once again, a very cool car, and I love that car so much. Maybe one day I'll build a replica. Maybe we'll get another Z and see what we can do. And of course, back to another one of my dream cars, the Alfa Romeo 155 V6. This car screamed. It had an F1 engine in it. It's just such a cool car. Like, imagine racing in DTM and you just see that in your rear view mirror. That is just scary. It's just so aggressive, and these were very fast cars. And as unreliable as Alfa Romeos are, I would love to own one day. Now back onto the final individual cars. I've got this 190E turbo fans once again. I love turbo fans, they're so cool. But this is just a pretty plain casting, to be fair, but at the end of the day, it's a 190E, very cool car. Of course, in these more premium ones, they are fully metal base, and you're getting all the lights painted on, and they're just so cool. And we have this, is that Mark III? I'm 82. Yeah, that's Mark III, I think. Luke, tell me you own one, please. Once again, really cool casting. Pop-up headlights, we love it. Just like a cool Japanese style box, you can't really beat it. Of course, back to the American roots, we have the Boss 302. It's just cool at the end of the day, isn't it? Everyone loves a Mustang, so there's that. And of course, the unobtainium dream car that I will never be able to afford, never even have the paycheck to sit in one, the McLaren F1 with that lovely glistening paint job. They are such a gorgeous car. And of course, the Lamborghini Reventon Roadster. Very rare car in real life, but I have a Hot Wheels one, so I'm cool. Oh, the headlights look like they're gleaming when I've got the camera on it like that. That's quite cool. But I just got this because it was next to the F1, and I got them at the same time. So we have a Reventon. Very cool. Part of the same set as the Mustang, the Datsun 510 wagon, Hot Wheels Boulevard set. It's cool. It's just cool, isn't it? It's a retro wagon. Wagons are just... Okay, no, I was going to say wagons are the best type of car you can get because coupes exist at the end of the day. But wagons are the second coolest, and they're a lot more practical than a coupe, so we love that. Then there's this. There's just something about this car. I almost bought another one the other day in white, which I'm kind of regretting now that I didn't buy it, but Subaru Forester STI. They're just a cool car, and that Subaru blue is an unmistakable colour. Moving on to the final 3 cars, we have this R33 GTR. How can you just see an R33 on the shelf and not pick it up with the Greddy sticker on the side? It's just perfect. It is just perfect. Once again, part of the same set as that Forester over there. But a very cool car at the end of the day. I'm still yet to find an R34, so I believe they have released another one in this year's Hot Wheels set, so hopefully we'll get our hands on one. And of course, this 180 SX from Fast and Furious. I saw, like, this isn't over the top. This is OEM plus. This is how I like to build my cars. You can see it's got the sleepy eyes. I can't tell if the camera... Oh, yep, camera will pick that up. Very nice car. Bayside blue colour. I don't know if it is Bayside blue, but very nice. And we actually have some really nice wheels on there. Some 5 spokes. They look like... Are they Advan RG5? I don't know. Hot Wheels probably won't have the licensing for those wheels. But either way, they are very cool. And of course, we have another S13. Now, this is cool. You've got the BBS style wheels on there. If the camera will focus, looking all very nice. It's just a lovely car. Like, look at the detail on that. You can even see where it says Sylvia on the front grille. The detail that Hot Wheels put into these cars is insane. And of course, this is one of the, part of the Modern Classic set. I don't know how many cars are actually... Oh, wait, no, it will tell me on the back. So let us have a look. Oh, there's a Panda Martha. So we actually have 4 out of 5 in this set. We, of course, have the 190E, the Skyline, the Forester, and the S13. But unfortunately, no Pandem R32. I need that car. That actually looks quite cool. But I think this looks cooler. I'd probably have one of these over an R32. I'm not big on the R32, but this is something very cool. So there you have it. If you want to see some more videos on Hot Wheels cars, make sure to like and subscribe and let me know in the comments. I'm hoping to get some materials to start creating this diorama. Hopefully I'll have that video out to you guys soon. So if you're new around here, we're doing a video every day throughout January, so if you didn't go and watch yesterday's video, make sure to go and watch it. And to watch tomorrow's video, make sure to hit that notification button to be notified when it is uploaded. See ya.